gentlemen, welcome in to another MASL broadcast here on MASL TV as we have the Orlando SeaWolves taking on the Florida Tropics for round 2 of this I-4 rivalry. My name is Austin David here with Ken Jackson. Ken, it's the same teams as 2 weeks ago. Not much has changed. A few little injuries here and there, a few changes in the roster, but still the same team.
Does this qualify as a derby then?
Yes, I would say so.
Excellent. So 3-2 2 weeks ago here in the opener. I expect we're going to see some more fireworks than we did last time out.
Yes, I would think so. So the few injuries here and there that we'll get to as we get into the broadcast, but let's take a look at our starting lineups first off as the players start coming out now. We'll start first with the Orlando SeaWolves, the home side. Peter Sliwa in goal. Had a great game last week, 6 saves on the night. Omar Tapia moving back into midfield while the veteran O'Dane Sinclair moves up top and forward. Mario Alvarez, Eduardo Cruz, and Richard Schmermond line out the roster. Yoshi Sandoval, who took a nasty hit in the last game, he's unable to go due to that injury. And so with that, we've got some subs coming in.
Right, well, this team also, you've still got some experience come in. Lewis Neal will be available off the bench. A host of other guys. I like about Sinclair, big body, another veteran presence, was around the ball a lot 2 weeks ago. Unfortunately, couldn't pound the thing in. Exactly
right. Now let's take a look at the other team, who are currently in the darkness as we announce our starters. It's the Florida Tropics. Hugo Silva in goal as he had himself a game as well. Lucas Teixeira and Rafa Alvarez round out the defense with Victor Pereiras in midfield. Joey Tavernisi and Ricardo Carvalho in the forward positions. Gordy Gerson, former Orlando SeaWolves. He's missing his first game ever.
In 6 seasons in the MASL,
ever.
Yes.
He is absolutely gutted. I talked to him before the game, and he really wanted to push himself, but he just can't do it. So
the game time decision, it was the wrong decision for him tonight.
Yeah. And he got hurt early in the game last week, tried to play through it, ended up playing through it, and then went to the doctors, and, well, it just was not good. So he's out for this weekend's matchup. So not only this game, but they're playing the Milwaukee Wave later on this weekend. So not great. Now, for the Florida Tropics side, Clay Roberts, who did not coach the last game. He was coaching Southeastern University in championship tournament for the
NAIA.
Yep. Thank you very much. And so, we had our new sideline reporter, Carly Ford, catch up with him. So let's hear what she had to say about Clay Roberts.
Thanks, guys. Well, before the game, I talked to head coach Clay Roberts for the Florida Tropics. He missed their last meetup as he was away at the NAIA tournament coaching Southeastern University. They would lose in the first round, but he said that he was watching this past game live as it was going on. He said he was proud to see his team executing even when the coach wasn't there. But for tonight, I asked him what's the game plan. He said that both these teams have power-scoring offenses. But, guys, the key for his team tonight would be big-time defense.
All right, thank you very much, Carly. Big-time defense, says Clay Roberts. Chris Kokalis has said a little bit of the same, in fact. Both teams have really, really stressed defense this season, considering how bad the defenses were last season. And that's not to insult the defenses, it's just the stats don't lie.
Right, and we saw plenty of that last week on defense. Like I said, a 3-2 game, which kind of flies in the face of what you normally see in the MASL, with games that are like 10-8 and 9-7. I will say this, though. The Florida Tropics were successful in getting players forward. 4 guys in the scoring third for quite a bit of the game. But like I said, hand it to the SeaWolves for turning them away on defense. Like you said, Peter Sliwa, big game last 2 weeks ago.
All right, well, we're going to go ahead while we play the anthem. We're going to take a break, and we will come back here in just a minute here on MASL TV. Stay tuned.
Hey everyone, it's Dr. Brett Chance from Chance Chiropractic Rehab and Wellness, and we are the Orlando SeaWolves official team chiropractor. We specialize in a whole body approach to rehab and wellness. Our treatment is based around chiropractic care, rehab, exercise, and nutrition. Our goal is to get and keep you out of pain. For more information, you can visit us on Instagram at Winter Park Chiro or check out our website, winterparkchiro.com.
back here at the Silver Spurs Arena. Austin David here with Ken Jackson as we get set for this MASL Thursday matchup. It's Thirsty Thursday. It's country night as well. A lot of things going on here in the arena tonight. Of course, Kissimmee, kind of a country vibe as well, you know?
Well, this is the home of the Silver Spurs Rodeo.
Exactly.
We've done that for 70 years, and also the host of the Ram Circuit Final Nationals Rodeo, probably the second biggest rodeo and pro rodeo in the United States. So yeah, there's a heritage there, hence the Heritage Park name for the complex.
Haha, I getcha. We got our honorary first kick taker, Max Salim. You see with Rafa Nascimento, he did not dress the last game, but he is dressed tonight. This will be his first MASL action in quite a while, actually. One of his last games that he played in MASL, funny enough. Do you want to guess who it was with?
Who
St.
it was
Louis
with?
It was with the St. Louis Ambush, and this was actually 2 years ago, back in 2018. But he used to play for these Florida Tropics here back in 2016-17, which was their first year of existence.
Isn't this sort of like a pipeline around here?
Listen, when there's two Florida teams in MASL, it just so happens that these teams seem to share a lot of different players. You know, it's only about, what, 30, 40-mile drive between the two cities, roughly?
Yeah, but, you know, in Florida, you know, you're 45 minutes from anything around here. So
Exactly right. You're 45 minutes from the beach. You're 45 minutes from downtown Orlando.
And away we go.
And 45 minutes from this, Silver Spurs Arena, as we are underway here at the arena. The SeaWolves wearing their black kits tonight, wore their white ones the other night.
All right.
So we've got a bit of color scheme differences tonight.
Channeling the New Zealand All Blacks tonight. Yeah.
Not too bad of a look here. Early on, Joey Tavernisi getting involved, poked away by Eduardo Cruz. Cruz starting in place of Yoshio Sandoval.
They took a nasty header in the fourth quarter 2 weeks ago against these Tropics.
Yes. Luckily, it's all cleaned up over there. It's Peter Sliwa wearing the O-Town jersey from last season.
The old Yellow Canary.
Yeah. Definitely a nice different look.
So, line shifts going on as we speak. Lewis Neal out there now.
Lewis Neal was talking to him towards the beginning of the game. Fun fact about him, he is approaching 400, I repeat 400 career professional games played. He's at 397 as of today. Here's Luis Mota, big turnover there. Ricardinho now with the shot, and that's an early goal. What a poor turnover, and unfortunately for Naka, he'll want that one back, but it's an early start here for the Florida Tropics as Ricardinho goes flying as he scores the first one.
That kind of defensive breakdown we didn't see out of the SeaWolves 2 weeks ago in the opener.
Yeah, just a bit of miscommunication as we take another look. Good step over and good finish with the left foot by Ricardinho.
Right. That shot would have gone over the boards last night, or the other night. It seemed like.
They seem to have settled their shots down as 2 minutes into the game, we have our first goal. So an early 1-0 hole for the home team.
Yeah, 81 seconds in, yeah.
So we'll see what they end up trying to do here. You got to figure with the team that Florida has, they would feel that last game was a disappointment, even though they won 3-2. There's so many expectations with this team.
Yeah, but this team features so many new faces.
Johnny Mendoza has it taken away by Steven Daru. Nascimento is out now.
Like I was saying, there's so many fresh faces with Florida, and it's just a matter of getting them to kind of gel and just play together.
Exactly right. As Sliwa goes back for Neal. Mendoza, a bit of a tricky time here. 3-on-2 now. Fired to the back post, and it's missed. Joey Tavernisi almost had another. Stefan Mijatovic in the game. Came up to me beforehand. He did not take kindly to me making fun of his hair last game. I still don't agree with his hair, but I will respect his decision
but it's his hair. It's not your hair.
I will respect his decision to have whatever that is on his head.
SeaWolves struggling to get any sort of possession out of their own end.
A lot of pressure coming here. Sinclair
there we go.
held up. Now Neal on the run. 4 or 5 players getting back on defense. I mean, Clay Roberts wasn't kidding about defense. The entire team got back on defense, and now the entire team's getting forward. Man-foot shot just missed by Zach Reggett as he was right there unmarked. Tapia now. SeaWolves seem to be a bit shell-shocked here. Like a little punch in the gut, see if they can recover.
Well, Mike Tyson always said you always have a plan until the first time you get punched in the mouth, so.
You have to adapt on the fly. You have to be able to adapt on the fly. And, well, the SeaWolves have held a bit of possession. Mike DeSilva now, he's got some space. He's got some time, and he's got his first MASL goal. Mike DeSilva blasted into the roof of the net.
Great ball movement without the ball there with DeSilva. And nice work, nice use of the left leg.
That's exactly what you need as a response. Mike DeSilva, a journey he has been on. Practice squad with the Milwaukee Wave last year. Great practice for him.
Was that Schmerman with the entry pass in there?
And Richard Schmerman with the nice little assist.
All right.
Just caught the defense napping a bit, and great finish by DeSilva with his left.
Well, how crazy is this? We had 5 goals in the entire 60 minutes 2 weeks ago. Now we've got 2 goals in 3.5 minutes.
Well, the way things can change, quite wild, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll be interested to see how Florida reacts to that. And it looks like they're keeping up the pressure.
It's Mario Alvarez now who will hold up. Trying to right for a runner going downfield. It's intercepted for the moment. Alvarez sticks with it.
Quick.
Now gets it out for Naka.
Ed Sinclair coming down the right.
Tapia lines up the shot. He'll take it. It's off the backside of Ricardinho. Free kick for Mario Alvarez and the SeaWolves now. It's Nascimento with it. Gets it off for Naka. Now Alvarez.
Like I said, like to see the SeaWolves just maintain some possession, so they can get some guys forward in the scoring third.
SeaWolves content to just hold on to possession for now.
Oh.
Ball fired over, almost getting the wall, but just a bit misjudged. So it'll be a free kick coming for the Tropics of Florida. We talked about Gordy Gerson missing this game, and he's missing the second game as well, but he is here in the building. It's very tough for him to watch this game. Talking to him, again, he's just very gutted to miss. He's
got a lot of familiar faces from his time here last year, though.
Yes, but it's not the only injury issue today. Anthony Rico, he's going to be missing a lot of time. He's a knee injury for him. Lucas Monolaris, he's got a foot issue today, as well as Gordy Gerson. And then Acosta is going to be missing this game as well with a bit of tendonitis. As a foul by Schmerman. And it's a free kick opportunity in a dangerous spot coming for the Florida Tropics.
Important here to mark up and just don't lose anybody.
So Ruggles, Matt Clare curls it, almost gets it. Reggett just off the window. DeRue tries to get it now for Clare. Clare battling with Sinclair. And Johnny Mendoza comes away with it for the moment. Now on the run for the SeaWolves. Can they get it? Dudu Cruz. And Mendoza's taken out. It's going to be called late, but it called eventually.
No, better late than never. Would have liked to see Orlando carry that out of the third. Right down. But yeah, you can tell early on, just a few minutes into the game, that Florida seems to be carrying the momentum early on.
And you got to think they're again
motivated
just a little bit. They felt like they were going to come out and win this game. Talked to a few players afterwards. Schmerman here, the shot just misses. Neal will recover the miss. De Silva now holding up. All the way back for Sliwa.
Yeah, De Silva, another guy who had some really good positive minutes 2 weeks ago in the opener.
back for Sliwa, who's
So a little thrown by
sending through. Sinclair tries the diving header. Dodo Lopez is now into the game. Comes back for Naka. He'll poke it all the way back for Sliwa, and SeaWolves will maintain possession.
Still thrown by Moda, going by Naka.
Yeah, the one request he had for his jersey, and that's a 3-line violation by Sliwa. He puts his hand up immediately saying, my bad. So goes from possession for the SeaWolves to a set-piece opportunity for the Tropics now.
Orlando content to.
Well, it's intercepted. Lopez taken down. Manfoot skies it.
See, Manfoot's a scary one out there on the flank. He's one of them that they can heat up in a moment's notice, where he can be a non-factor, and then suddenly he is the factor.
It's wide open on that corner. If he just kept his shot down, or even low going to the far post, that's an easy goal. Not great if you're Peter Sliwa, if you're watching that and seeing somebody wide open right next to you. Immediately given away. Ricardinho now on the run. Tapia tracking back. Manfoot turns it over. It's Alvarez now. Schmerman going down the field to De Silva, but Alves is there.
It's an attempt to clear it out.
Poked out by Nascimento.
So far what I've seen, it seems like the emphasis has been on athleticism on both sides. It hasn't really been a physical first quarter so far.
And with that, we're going to have our first timeout. 7:57 left to go in the first. And we're all tied up at 1. This was the score last 2 weeks ago, 1-1 at halftime. But it sure seems like there's going to be a lot more goals in this game.
Well, you would think with, like I said, the firepower, especially on the Florida side, that they put together, you know, Gerson and
I mean, Matt Clare, who scored,
Joey Tavernisi, scored the game winner last night.
And even the defenders, Drew Ruggles, you know, those guys get up into the attack. You have a lot of guys that will sell out on both ends. It's just a matter of getting everything meshing together, knowing when guys are going to go forward, when guys are going to come back. That goal by Mike De Silva a few minutes ago, that was a byproduct of too many men getting forward and not enough getting back, and De Silva just found an opening. It was actually Schmerman who fed that pass in with his right foot, and he's known as the big lefty, so getting anything done with his right foot, claps to him.
Like I said, 2 weeks ago in the opener, there were many instances of Florida getting 4 down in the third, the only time I believe I saw the SeaWolves do that was that flurry in the beginning of the fourth quarter. Everything else was based on transition. So I'm wondering if that's a adjustment that Chris Kokalis has made over the 2 weeks off, or a week and a half.
There are still some missing pieces offensively for the SeaWolves, and in order to try and adapt, they're trying some new tactics offensively, and you see a little bit of that just in terms of changes from last game to this, as we're back underway here in the first quarter.
Right. It's a SeaWolves team that's still missing Diego Freitas, Ozzy Rojas.
Edwin Rojas. Shot off the boards. Poked back in. Tavernisi blocked by Sliwa. Poked back. Alvarez heads away. The volley, and it's going to be picked up by Peter.
Peter's wise to just settle it down, let everybody get forward.
The one thing about Peter, he's got one of some of the softest feet and some of the better composure when it comes to just handling the ball and handling the pace of the game. Talking to Chris Kokalis, one of the reasons they have Lewis Neal out there is for his composure and just the way he settles the game down.
Right.
In this instance, SeaWolves will be just trying to hold back some of the pressure coming from the Lakeland team. Mijatovic is in.
Yeah.
Slid back for Stefan. Here's Daru. Reggett holding up. He puts down Schmerman. And great stab by O'Dane Sinclair to take away the ball and break up that potential goal-scoring opportunity. And O'Dane is bodying through 3 defenders, and he'll get it back to Schmerman.
Right. Sinclair bring it up, and he had no reinforcements. He had no help really coming forward.
Sliwa boots it downfield, looking for De Silva. Mike really fighting against Stefan. Love to see the fight from Mike.
Right.
Talked to him after the game 2 weeks ago. He said he felt like he needed to do more in terms of being that target forward, to being able to hold up the ball. And he's really come out with that kind of intensity, that mindset has, well, as I say that, Mike De Silva with a needless shove on Stefan Mijatovic. Mijatovic is down, and Mike De Silva will go into the books.
That's funny. I never saw the blue card come out. But he'll spend 2 minutes in the box. I know Florida, they did successfully kill off a penalty 2 weeks ago. Teams combined to go 0 for 3 on the power play. See what Florida's done with their special teams this time around.
So the clock starts for number 24, as he's got a goal and a blue card to his credit now.
All he needs an assist, and he'll have some sort of Gordy Gerson hat trick.
I feel like that might be a Richard Schmerman hat trick, actually.
Yeah, that's
Claire will
topical,
pop that back out.
Oh, here we go.
Victor
Almost
Pereira's almost a turnover. Naka.
We almost had a breakaway opportunity there for
Mendoza. Was it Johnny on the spot? Now Ruggles with it. Shot is going to be topped off the board. Right off the top of the board, in fact. So we've gotten through almost 40 seconds of the 2-minute penalty.
Right. The idea here is just to deny any clean looks.
Popped up by Sinclair. And we'll go back for Silva. Naka thinking about putting pressure on, and now the SeaWolves will try and make a quick change as Mendoza is back onto the game.
In for the big body of Sinclair, who kind of seemed like he limped as he was coming off.
And Pereira's fired forward, and Sliwa just calmly, I would say,
vacuums
handles
it
that
up.
ball.
Yep.
Takes it off the wall, tries to throw it downfield. Mendoza on the run.
Wisely, he took a few seconds off the penalty clock.
And these are moments where you just kind of have to take some time, try and play it smart. You don't need to try and go for a goal. It's nice to get one, but
yeah, the
you're
idea,
down a man.
Yeah, the idea is deny the penalty or the power play. Like
good idea. Now
one too
Matt
many
Claire
passes.
With the pass. Ruggles now with it. Tavernisi back for Ruggles.
Tavernisi garnering a lot of attention there in the middle.
Back for Ruggles. 18 seconds to go. Handball claims for the SeaWolves, and it's popped away. Ricardo Carvalho was there to try and put it away. 7 seconds. As Matt Claire looks for the pass, the 1-2, and it will be a foul and a free kick for Matt Claire and the Tropics. Schmerman incensed, and that's going to be a yellow card for Schmerman. Wow. You have 2 seconds left in the penalty. Luckily, the yellow card doesn't mean that they will be down a man. It's just that Schmerman will be in the box for the next 5 minutes, and that's one of your best defenders, one of the guys overall
on a
players.
night where you're missing a lot of guys due to injury. That's one of the guys you can most forward to be without.
So Nascimento is in. Free kick opportunity with 2 seconds left. Claire leaves it off. Shot blocked by Eduardo Cruz, and again Cruz.
De Silva back into the play now.
Great defense by Eduardo Cruz, selling himself out to block those 2 shots.
Penalty
and
now.
It'll be a free kick for the SeaWolves as they take quickly Alvarez.
Penalty successfully killed off. They're 2 for 2 now on the year.
The battle in the midfield. Naka comes away with it.
Got some room to roam.
Tries to play it up for De Silva. He'll play it back for Eduardo Cruz, and they'll start setting things up from the back. Nascimento.
Drew Goff out there now was questionable with a little knock of himself coming in.
Yeah, Goff was not 100% to make it into this game, but he has made his way, and we'll see where this one goes. It's going to be a free kick coming for the SeaWolves.
Yeah, it looks like De Silva was taken into the boards. But Goff looks fit and well.
Nascimento blasts one, and it knocks off Ricardinho, so it'll be a free kick once again for Orlando.
I guess at 1-1 here, late in the first period, I guess if you're Chris Cocallis, you're okay with this.
Sinclair leaves it off for Goff. Goff was questionable before the game. Sinclair goes down, and it's another free kick. SeaWolves just building up free kicks at this point. It's taken quickly.
Is there any exchange rate on those?
Not that I know of.
Ah. No.
Popped over the boards.
It's an unfortunate
Out of
bounce
play.
there. No.
As we wait for the referee to tie his shoe.
We're waiting for the ball as well.
That's not as much fun to say, though, is it?
Well, it's not like the Sandlot where you've only got one ball, and if you lose it, you can't play anymore.
We've got 2 balls. 3, in fact.
Go back to soccer.
Ball threaded through. Teixeira gets it off for Ricardinho. Teixeira again.
Flores Dos Santos camped out.
That's what I would do. Guilherme Dos Santos, one of an integral piece for this Tropics team, as he was last year. Goff intercepts. Neal goes right back to Sliwa, the smart play, and allows some pressure to be left off.
I'll tell you, Sliwa's playing with fire there a little bit.
Good presence, good awareness from Sliwa. Now it's off for Naka. Tapia
Oh, he had Sinclair.
tries to take it down, and it's going to be knocked over, and it's going to take a deflection, so a corner coming for the SeaWolves.
Oh, good. You had Sinclair streaking right down the middle with a step or two on his defender.
Just couldn't settle it down, but SeaWolves set piece again.
Right.
This is where you miss Richard Schmerman. You stick him where Naka is, you can let him blast it from there, but you can see where Naka is and where the defense is. They're not as much worried about Naka as they probably would be with Schmerman.
Interestingly enough, Schmerman's down there in the box. He could actually go back to the locker room because his penalty is going to extend.
Shot by Tapia is going to come back for Naka. Blasted off a defender and out of play.
Right.
So back for the SeaWolves again.
Nice possession here for the SeaWolves. And the moment I say that, they start playing backward again.
Nascimento back for Sliwa. Speaking of Richard Schmerman, I wonder if Carly Ford, our sideline reporter, heard anything about what happened on that play and what went down. I wonder if we can get Carly on the horn here.
Well, in that media timeout, Schmerman was, pumped up, getting his team going. He was excited for him, saying, but let's stay focused. But on that play where he got the yellow card, he was telling the ref, he was like, I'm the attacker, I should be able to speak, but referee had other plans for him.
I don't think he put it so concisely.
All right, thanks, Carly. Appreciate the insight there. We're back to action. Minute 25 left in this first quarter. 1-1 our score. Matt Clare trying to play it off the boards. It comes off for Neal.
Nice slide tackle there by Mendoza.
Lou leaving it off for Johnny. For Goff now is Drew being held up. Pressured by DeRue. It comes back for Eduardo Cruz.
So that was another case there where Orlando had 2 at the scoring end, and Florida had responded with sending 4 back. So
Sliwa now playing through. De Silva holding up. He had Mendoza right behind him, but wouldn't have been able to see him anyway. Under a minute to go in this first quarter. Still holding serve, as it were, for Mendoza. Mendoza tries the shot. It's bottled in by De Silva, and he's got a brace.
Natural brace here in the first quarter. But, great play off the boards by Mendoza. Well, De Silva showed flashes of this 2 weeks ago in the loss.
You take another look. Great threaded through ball to Mendoza. He plays it right off the wall, and De Silva just puts his body into the ball, and it kind of bundles home. But a goal is a goal nonetheless. And the SeaWolves have taken the lead here late in the first quarter.
Just hold it for another minute. You can go into the break with the lead. Yeah. Now, crazy thing, if that's in the outdoor game, that just goes harmlessly wide of the net. But it's hard to say if Mendoza played it that way or if that was a shot that went just wide and just happened to have De Silva in the right place at the right time.
Well, either way, the goal will go to De Silva. The assist will go to Mendoza. And with seconds left on the clock, if Orlando can hold it here, they'll take a 2-1 lead into the second quarter. Tavernisi tries to turn. Great stab by Eduardo Cruz. He's had a few of those tonight.
Nice dispossession right there. Yeah.
Pereira's now back. Ricardinho.
20
Teixeira.
seconds.
Carvalho plays it down for Tavernisi with Goff on him. Tavernisi lays it back. Fake shot. Alvarez on his heels. Blocks it away. And with 3 seconds to go, another free kick comes for the Tropics.
Can't mentally go to sleep here with just mere seconds and a couple of ticks left.
Well, you know what's coming. Not too much time to set up a play, but enough time to just fire one.
They got a two-man wall, so you're going to deny it.
Run up here. It's Pereiras off the boards, cleared away by Tapia, and that will do it. 3 goals in this first quarter alone, a bit of a difference from the first quarter of last week's game. It was 1-1 after the first. Tonight, it is 2-1 in favor of the home side. We'll take a quick break here, and we'll come back for the second quarter between the SeaWolves and the Tropics. Stay tuned.
After an accident, you need a fighter. Injured? Choose a champion. Choose a winner. Let me fight for you.
Now, commercial-free Monday on The Wolf. Here we go. The Wolf. 103.1.
Alfa 95.9 FM tiene la música que llena. Música que llena. En las mañanas, la mejor manera de despertar en Hoy es tu día con el Ruso. Y en las tardes, no te pierdas a Yanira Torres en un café contigo. Curiosidades, música, chistes, el clima, el tránsito, comentarios interesantes, noticias de actualidad y mucho más. Y todo por Alfa 95.9 FM. La emisora de todos.
Meu galpão, sou monarca soberano, meu orgulho em ser serrano, pisador de geada fria, tomador de ventania.
New endless pan pizzas on CC's Buffet. Fully loaded supreme and meat eater toppings. Starting at just $5.99, it's the best price for endless pan pizza. CC's.
And SeaWolves. So again, I'm Austin David here with my broadcast partner Ken Jackson.
Well,
quick turnover here. Rafa Alves now blasts through, and a great sellout by Mario Alvarez to knock it over top.
Well, aside from the goal a minute and a half in, it was a very well played quarter by the SeaWolves. Very disciplined.
Just that one moment.
That one
moment.
Yeah, that one undisciplined play, and the rest of it was solid.
Blast through, and it's right from Tavernese to Sliwa. He'll look for the long ball. Dodo Lopez is right there. It's going to go off the wall and out of play.
Sliwa got a clear look at that shot there. Didn't no screens or anything.
Back underway. Long ball through. It's Reggett. Boxing out Drew Goff. A little punch away by Peter Sliwa just to get it away. That's all you need to do.
Yeah. God gave you those mitts for a reason.
Carvalho down for Reggett. He waits. Goff on him. Mijatovic now into the game. Laid through, and it's a nice save by Silva.
I was waiting for him to turn and fire, but like I said, another clear passing lane there.
Got a timeout here from the SeaWolves, in fact.
Exactly a minute in, yeah.
Yeah, and that's Schmerman now out of the box. So maybe it was a bit of a strategic one. As what's happening here? The ref is saying there's no timeout.
Well, I saw guys from the Orlando bench calling for timeout.
That's what I saw. And now the ref is saying get back out here. Yeah, ref says get back out here. Okay.
Did Chris Webber call that timeout?
Oh. Well, it's definitely not too soon for that joke.
Yeah.
I think that's about 15 years past its prime, but still relevant.
Like a lot of things that I do.
You gotta love the self-deprecating humor as Neal passes that out of play. Right back to the Tropics. So Schmerman back in. He had a nice little 5-minute respite.
Yeah, plus the break between quarters, so he should be fresh legs.
Right for Sliwa, and woo! That's a close one.
I'd like to see that. We don't have a red challenge flag here like in college football.
Here's another replay really quickly from behind goal. As close as Sliwa comes out of his goal to knock that one away. Alvarez back for Schmerman. Back now, all the way back for Schmerman again. We've got the Queen sing-along here in the building as wow. Drew Ruggles knocks it way out of play and gives it right back for the SeaWolves as we wait for the ball to come back in. And
sent that nearly all the way home to Jamaica.
Alvarez will now play it back. Sliwa has been very much involved in this offense to this point. Schmerman takes a bit of a bounce. De Silva battling with Daru and Mijatovic. Daru comes away with it.
Threw an elbow at Daru.
It gets violent against those boards, much like hockey. MASL, you got to come ready, especially when it comes to those sidelines.
Yes. Major difference
and there you talk about the physicality is nice show of sportsmanship as Cruz helps up Tavernese.
Major difference in indoor soccer to hockey, the lack of Canadians.
Yeah. De Silva almost coming away with a turnover. Good little bit of pressure coming from the SeaWolves. Nothing really challenging Hugo Silva tonight. SeaWolves staying home when it comes to certain pressure. They pick and choose their moments, which is good, but you see the difference between the SeaWolves and the Tropics is the Tropics will pressure Peter Sliwa all day and night.
Right, leaving them vulnerable in the back, though.
If you're a team that does the constant pressure, you have to be confident knowing that your players have the ability to get forward as fast as they can get back.
Right.
It's an effective strategy if you have the right mindset. And Sliwa, nice little save, stopping it from going off the boards. It's rolled off for Alvarez. Quick change here is Sinclair running through the middle, but Alvarez will pull it back. Schmerman for Sliwa. Peter now crosses the yellow line. Nascimento is in, header. It's right to Silva. That's a great chance for Rafa Nascimento.
Oh, great entry pass from Sliwa from the back.
Let's take another quick look here. Sliwa right across the yellow line and right on the head of Nascimento. I mean, that's a perfect pass. Meanwhile, Reggett on the other end, right into the boards, takes a weird deflection off of one of them, and it's a chase for the ball, which the Tropics will win. Challenge down in the middle of the field, and that's going to be a free kick coming for Florida.
Wow, Alvarez one touch away from being a lone wolf.
It's a game of inches, as they say. Chris Penso, our referee over on that side.
He worked the game 2 weeks ago.
He did indeed. MLS ref as well. Some Orlando City fans may know the name. Reggett pins the ball against the boards. Alves, who scored the goal last week. It bounces awkwardly, and Sliwa will claim.
Alvarez needs to one-touch that out. And dispossessed.
And it's going to go over the bar. Lucky break for the SeaWolves there.
Shot reminiscent of 2 weeks ago. Saw a lot of that in the opener.
And we wait again for the ball.
Yeah. Guys with a lot of pent-up, pent-up energy with in the opener. And get out there. Yeah.
First game jitters for everyone, especially these two teams. There's a lot that goes into the first game, especially when you're playing against your in-state rival. You're playing against players that you know.
You recognize, yes.
And again, both these teams train in Orlando. Eduardo Cruz blending into the boards. Didn't even see him there, but Peter Sliwa did. Dangerous ball, and that's going to be a blue card for sure as Naka will go in. That's a proper foul. Now, question is, will it be a penalty if he had the clear path? I think Eduardo Cruz had position. Let's see if we can decipher what happened. Here's another replay.
I'm going to need a little wider angle here.
Yeah, that was not. Yeah. Oh.
Well, I mean, you got is that Alvarez on the coming in on the flank?
But he wasn't in front of the ball. That's going to be close. Yep, it's going to be a penalty. I can't disagree with that. That was the right call.
Well, you can choose to.
I can choose to, but I think that was the right call. So penalty here for the Tropics.
Is that Tavarese?
It is not.
Well, we would.
I believe that is. See if I can see who that is.
I didn't know these guys by shape and size yet.
I believe that is Carvalho.
Oh, I don't see him on the sideline. So, or wait, they call him now.
Here it is. Carvalho shoots, scores. No, he missed. Excuse me, that was Pereiras. And no, he made it. He did. It went off the inside of the bar.
The inside bar, yes.
Hard to tell from our angle, but it was indeed Victor Pereiras with the penalty shot. And it did go in. It just bounced out awkwardly. And with that, the Tropics and SeaWolves back to level again at 2-2.
Unfortunately,
it's another giveaway. Yeah, both goals for the Tropics have been given to them by the SeaWolves.
And like we said 2 weeks ago,
Callis is going to be infuriated with that one.
And like I said, them coming off of such a good defensive effort 2 weeks ago. I mean, they did not get the win, but I mean, you held a pretty potent offense here. At least a team with some pretty potent offensive parts to 3 goals.
Mendoza down for Sinclair. He'll hold up. Pulls it back. Mendoza now. He'll line up. Leaves it off for Cruz. So it was Cruz and Mota that had the giveaways leading to those Tropics goals. And there's another one. Schmerman just off his back foot, passes it off for Matt Clare. And now it's Tropics ball once again as Alves.
Surprised to not see the Tropics push that ball there because they had numbers. They had 2-on-1 for a moment.
Tavernese gets position on Cruz, and Sinclair comes over. He's too late. It'll be back into the midfield now. Ruggles crosses. Ricardinho. Great close quarter dribbler is Ricardinho. Mijatovic down. Reggett pulls back, lefts it off from Manfoot. Manfoot centers it. Mijatovic off the top of the bar.
That's that new glass that they put in this year here at the Spurs.
Yeah, that would have gone over. And great stab by Schmerman.
And then
excellent job.
And then he played it off a Manfoot.
Well.
Yeah. And he played it off a Manfoot.
Bailed out the SeaWolves. As we take another look at this one, Manfoot with the angle, tried to lay it back. Mijatovic off the top of the bar. Sinclair just bodies him off. And Sinclair just a bit too slow with the turnover.
Played it off a Reggett.
It's Nascimento will pull it back now, and
Yeah.
SeaWolves count themselves lucky on that one.
A little confusing. Reggett's wearing 8 tonight. He wore 88 2 weeks ago. Then again, Silva wore, he's wearing 24, was 33 last week.
A few of the guys have changed some numbers this
well,
evening.
they're just the different jerseys. It's like, what do we got available?
These things happen. Nascimento will play it back. Sliwa for Schmerman. Schmerman with the move on Manfoot. He gets it off for De Silva. It pops up in the air. De Silva.
That's going to bounce out.
It's going to be out of play, and it's not off De Silva. I thought it might have taken a deflection, but SeaWolves ball. Schmerman is off. He seems to be upset.
He might still be burning hot over that yellow card.
Alvarez. Now Naka.
And again, Orlando just having a little bit of struggle trying to get numbers forward.
Sliwa for Naka. He chested down for Tapia now. Omar tried to play it in front. Instead played it back to Mario. Mario now sizing up Ricardinho.
Here we go now. 4 offensive in the zone here.
Tapia lines up the shot. It's off the boards. No one there to follow up, though.
No offensive rebound, so to speak.
Oh. And it's tripped up by Alvarez, and it will be a free kick for the SeaWolves.
Wow.
Great effort by Mario. And what do we got here?
I thought Reggett was playing the ball there.
Take another look here. Reggett just tried to stab through. Alvarez took it, and it looks like their feet just got crossed up. Maybe it probably could have been a no call on that instance.
After the call down the other end, I'll take this one.
Schmerman blasts it, and it's in! Richard Schmerman, the big lefty, strikes again. 2 goals in 2 games, and he re-gives the SeaWolves the lead.
Well, that'll make his attitude a little better, I would hope.
He didn't really celebrate that goal, unfortunately. You take another look.
He's not big on celebrations.
Hugo Silva just right under his mitts, and he'll feel really bad about that one. But the SeaWolves back in front, and it's Richard Schmerman. He's had himself an up-and-down game, but a goal to give the SeaWolves back the lead, that's got to make him feel pretty good.
He got plenty of boot on that one.
So we're back underway. So once again, the Tropics playing from down. Daru now.
Well, nature of this game here, there's no reason to panic.
Takes a deflection. And it's going to go for Sinclair. Nice little header by O'Dane. And Mendoza's on the run. Great distribution from Sliwa as Mendoza's going to hold it up.
And he's a lone wolf.
Daru takes down Mendoza. No call, not really much there. He's kind of got tangled up, and Mendoza slow to get up, but he is back up nonetheless.
Yeah, Chris Kokalis not in agreement with that call, or non-call.
Teixeira with the ball. He'll get it off. Carvalho. Teixeira again. Alves. Cruz working on him. It's back for Silva.
Now Orlando applying some pressure here. Oh, wow.
Just a save again. Booted downfield, and that will stay in play. That was a close one.
All the right bounces on that exchange there for Orlando.
As long as it doesn't go in, it can bounce however it wants.
Anywhere but that 8x10 space down the end.
Shot off the boards. Ruggles heads it down. Claire, shot. It's off the inside of the board, popped up in the air. Sinclair's going to pop it up. Claire again fires. It's down in front.
Wow.
Alves unable to get to it. Mendoza now clears it downfield.
Clears it out. Wow. What a possession there for Florida. They did everything but score there.
Great defense by the SeaWolves.
Another case of all the bounces going Orlando's way. We got a whistle. This is going Orlando's way here. Schmerman back out. to send it.
De Silva holding up play, and that's going to pop off of Alvarez. And you could see his face as soon as it happened.
Finally, a bounce that goes against the SeaWolves.
And we will finally have a timeout here. The other one was given earlier, but this one is actually a timeout. So we will go ahead and take a timeout ourselves. We'll take a break. Be back here in just a minute on MASL TV.
Na edição 85, Focus Brasil, o evento mais importante da comunidade imigrante brasileira. Doutora Lilian Alevato fala sobre a influência dos alimentos na qualidade do sono. Os Beatles, para os fãs, o sonho jamais acabou. Visto EB5, o mais procurado por investidores nos Estados Unidos. 8 anos de sucesso, distribuída gratuitamente nos Estados Unidos e Canadá. Acesse também a versão digital no nosso site, facebrasil.com, e nas redes sociais. A revista mais lida pelos brasileiros na Flórida.
Back here at the Silver Spurs Arena. 3-2 our score in favor of the home side, the SeaWolves. A brace from Mike De Silva and a goal from Richard Schmermond. And that's where we stand right now. Ricardinho scored the first goal for the Tropics.
And then he got a brace of his own on the penalty.
It wasn't Ricardinho that scored, it was Victor Pereiras who scored the penalty.
Okay, I got it written down wrong.
Reget now battling with Schmermond. Holds it up for Stefan Mijatovic. Teixeira shot, saved by Sliwa. Blocked again by Tapia. It's going to stay in play. De Silva battling, and it will come all the way back. Tapia making a run, and he'll hold up, not pressuring Hugo Silva in the back, so he takes his time. Strategy, it seemed to have worked so far. Not really putting too much pressure. You see all three SeaWolves right now right at the midfield line. It's just kind of denying the defenders any passing lanes.
Right,
the danger for the Tropics right now is in their attack. As long as they keep it out of the attacking third, you don't have to worry too much. Mijatovic. He wants to score one. Popped away by Schmermond. And back over the midfield line. 4:40 left to go in this first half. SeaWolves lead 3-2. Most recent goal coming from Richard Schmermond to give them the lead. Machado. Didn't see him much last week. See him today. Reget battling with Schmermond. It was a great battle 2 weeks ago. Those two really went at it. You see it still boiling over here.
Well, that was Alvarez there in the fight there. I was waiting for a whistle, really. But no, Orlando did a great job there camping out.
So Carvalho and on the free kick. He'll wait, leave it off. Reget passes it off. Not exactly where he wanted it to go. It's off the board. Popped up in the air. De Silva right back for Reget, though.
Now it's starting to get a little more physical here.
Reget turns, fires, shot, goal.
I was waiting for that.
And that's Zach Reget's first goal in a Florida Tropics uniform. It's been coming. It's definitely been coming, but great positioning. You can see it here on the replay again. Just boxed out Mike De Silva, turned, and really tough angle. Right. Putting it right between Schmermond and De Silva for the goal.
Yeah, when the play was more toward the middle, you could see that Orlando was camped out in a defensive posture there, but that goal coming off of the set piece.
Sinclair Getting out for Naka. Naka turns it over. Claire back. And we're back to level again. It's going to be a back and forth affair.
Yeah, so essentially we've played, what, going on
18 minutes or so? Or 17 minutes? Or
well,
no?
Well, 17 minutes, and you add the 60 from 2 weeks ago, so you're going on 80 minutes, and so these two teams have played to 6-5. So if that tells you anything, is that Orlando can play with these guys, even though it's a roster built for just abject scoring.
And again, both teams are missing a lot of their pieces. SeaWolves missing more so than the Tropics, though. It's a great pass here. Claire, shot, saved by Sliwa.
Looks like
that's
that's
a
going to be
great
a corner.
through ball, and I mean that was just a miscommunication on defense. Claire somehow leaked through. Great pass by Drew Ruggles to feed him open, but
Lewis Neal just a step late in getting back.
Yeah, Claire really could have done better on that shot. He put it low, and Sliwa read that the whole way. Still a dangerous opportunity. Ruggles. Lopez popped over the bar by Sliwa.
Yeah, Orlando's in need of just one good clear right here. Or a possession and carry it out.
So back to where we were a minute ago. Ball boy unfortunately can't get over the new boards, but Joey Tavernese able to help him out.
We got two perfectly good ones at the scoring table.
Yeah, but the ball's right over there.
Yes.
Great stab by Dodo Lopez, and forces Pereira to go back.
bodied him off. Yeah, that was
good read by Dodo.
That was a great job of Pereira's bodying Dodo off, and because if not, you got a lone wolf, running wild and free. You finally snickered at my lone wolf comment. Finally.
I've been holding off on it. Mijatovic shot. It's going to be blocked by Sinclair. Great play, and almost a turnover by Sliwa. He didn't see Manfoot kind of sneaking in the back. Pressure coming. Good read by Sliwa, and he gets it off. Here's an opportunity now for the SeaWolves. If Naka can get it off, he plays it off. De Silva, it's almost stabbed as an own goal, but it's going to be saved by the board. Naka shot off the board.
Just wide.
And here we go. Luis Mota again.
Here we go, a chance
plays
for
it through, and it's De Silva with the save by Silva. Played back by Lopez. Quick succession of opportunities for the SeaWolves.
There's some De Silva on Silva crime right there.
You got De Silva, Sliwa. I mean, try and say all those names 3 times fast. It's a tongue twister. Ball's up from Schmerman, looking for De Silva. Mijatovic had position. He plays it back for Daru. Oh, Daru almost turned it over. Tavernese now will chest it down. Manfoot turns it right back over, and the SeaWolves will have it. Nascimento, patience on the ball, back for Sliwa now.
It's a shame Schmerman couldn't get a softer touch there on that, because then he could have started it forward again.
Lewis Neal.
90 seconds left in the half, excuse me.
Nascimento back for Schmerman. Heavy touch by Schmerman, and he just has to boot that one. That's a dangerous one. And Silva able to claim it before it goes into his own goal.
Oh, I had Sinclair
Sometimes
there.
those
The big
balls
body
have
of
eyes, you know?
big body of Sinclair there. I mean, that's not too much to ask.
You can't really hit it too high up in this this arena. We've had, as a matter of fact, the first game last year. I believe it was Antonio Manfoot broke
a panel on the scoreboard.
He did indeed. Tapia and
that's got
a tangle of bodies.
That's got to go Orlando's way.
And the foul was called.
Yeah, it looked like Machado with a full-on takedown.
I believe that was Fernando Machado. Play down for Tapia. Tapia's got some space if he can work through Daru. He gets through, he shot, and it's saved by Silva. Just right down for it.
Alvarez there looking for a rebound. None to be
Scouting
had.
report on Hugo Silva has always been shoot low. Or sorry, shoot high.
.28 seconds.
Off the board, Reggett pops it through. Schmerman tries to get it away. Reggett, shot and goal.
Wow.
Off the volley, it's Zach Reggett for his brace.
And a fail.
And with 21 seconds to go, the Tropics take the lead, possibly into the half. Take another look. It's just a missed clearance again and a great volley by Reggett.
Failed clear.
Last year's Rookie of the Year strikes for the second time in this game. And Reggett,
so
after momentum going one way, it shifts right back the other, and the Tropics retake the lead for the first time since it was 1-0 earlier on.
3 of the 4 goals by Tropics are off defensive miscues, and the 4th one was the penalty kick.
For all the preaching of defense that Chris Kokalis has done,
like I said,
it's not necessarily defense, it's just errors.
And like I said, they were so clean 2 weeks ago.
That's what Thanksgiving will do to you. That's going to be a
handball there.
Handball, indeed, yeah.
7.7, quickly.
Tapia shoots off the boards. And this one's going to be booted downfield, and that one will do it. A tangle of bodies between Tavernisi and Nascimento, and Nascimento may have rolled his ankle on that last play. Oh, boy.
I thought they might have gotten caught up.
Just going forward, and Nascimento, who's played his first half of indoor this season, looks like he might have taken a bit of a bruise there. So
hopefully that's when he can walk off.
As the players head to the locker room, I think we're going to go ahead and take a break, an extended one, as Nascimento able to get to his feet. So thankfully, we'll go ahead and take a break. So we'll go ahead, take a break, come back in about 5 minutes or so, and yes. 4-3 our score right now between the SeaWolves and Tropics. Tropics leading. The goal from Zach Reggett right at the half.
Melao Bakery, 1912 Fortune Road, Kissimmee, 2001 Consulate Drive, Orlando. MelaoBakery.com.
For this one?
That's our lowest price right
now. No. After all the extra fees.
There are no extra fees at Monomax. That's the price.
That's the price.
That's the price.
That's the price. I like it.
That's upfront pricing. That's
Nuestra misión es estar siempre contigo. Contigo para llevarte la información más precisa. Contigo cuando el tiempo es severo. Para que tu familia esté protegida. Contigo en cada jugada y con toda la adrenalina del deporte. Contigo las 24 horas, donde quieras y cuando necesites estar informado. Estamos contigo, conectándote desde la Isla del Encanto. Contigo para llevarte las noticias más impactantes del día.
Somos Telenoticias 31.
Siempre contigo.
Hey everyone, it's Dr. Brett Chance from Chance Chiropractic Rehab and Wellness, and we are the Orlando SeaWolves official team chiropractor. We specialize in a whole body approach to rehab and wellness. Our treatment is based around chiropractic care, rehab, exercise, and nutrition. Our goal is to get and keep you out of pain. For more information, you can visit us on Instagram at Winter Park Chiro, or check out our website, winterparkchiro.com.
After an accident, you need a fighter. Injured? Choose a champion. Choose a winner. Let me fight for you.
Now, commercial-free Monday on The Wolf. Here we go. The Wolf. 103.1.
Alfa 95.9 FM tiene la música que llena. Música que llena. En las mañanas, la mejor manera de despertar en Hoy es tu día con el ruso. Y en las tardes, no te pierdas a Yanira Torres en un café contigo. Curiosidades, música, chistes, el clima, el tránsito, comentarios interesantes, noticias de actualidad y mucho más. Y todo por Alfa 95.9 FM, la emisora de todos.
É meu galpão, sou monarca soberano. Meu orgulho em ser serrano, pisador de geada fria, tomador de ventania.
New endless pan pizzas on Cece's Buffet. Fully loaded supreme and meat eater toppings. Starting at just $5.99, it's the best price for endless pan pizza. Cece's.
Na edição 85, Focus Brasil, o evento mais importante da comunidade imigrante brasileira. Doutora Lilian Alevato fala sobre a influência dos alimentos na qualidade do sono. Os Beatles, para os fãs, o sonho jamais acabou. Visto EB5, o mais procurado por investidores nos Estados Unidos. 8 anos de sucesso, distribuída gratuitamente nos Estados Unidos e Canadá. Acesse também a versão digital no nosso site, facebrasil.com e nas redes sociais. A revista mais lida pelos brasileiros na Flórida.
Melao Bakery, 1912 Fortune Road, Kissimmee, 2001 Consulate Drive, Orlando. MelaoBakery.com.
How much for this one?
That's our lowest price right there.
No. After all the extra fees.
There are no extra fees at Mullinax. That's the price.
That's the price.
That's the price.
That's the price. I like it.
That's upfront pricing. That's
Nuestra misión es estar siempre contigo. Contigo para llevarte la información más precisa. Contigo cuando el tiempo es severo. Para que tu familia esté protegida. Contigo en cada jugada y con toda la adrenalina del deporte. Contigo las 24 horas, donde quieras y cuando necesites estar informado. Estamos contigo, conectándote desde la Isla del Encanto. Contigo para llevarte las noticias más impactantes del día.
Somos Telenoticias 31.
Siempre contigo.
Hey everyone, it's Dr. Brett Chance from Chance Chiropractic Rehab and Wellness, and we are the Orlando SeaWolves official team chiropractor. We specialize in a whole body approach to rehab and wellness. Our treatment is based around chiropractic care, rehab, exercise, and nutrition. Our goal is to get and keep you out of pain. For more information, you can visit us on Instagram at Winter Park Chiro or check out our website, winterparkchiro.com.
After an accident, you need a fighter. Injured? Choose a champion. Choose a winner. Let me fight for you.
Free Monday on The Wolf. Here we go. The Wolf. 103.1. Yeah.
Alfa 95.9 FM tiene la música que llena. Música que llena. En las mañanas, la mejor manera de despertar en Hoy es tu día con el ruso. Y en las tardes, no te pierdas a Yanira Torres en un café contigo. Curiosidades, música, chistes, el clima, el tránsito, comentarios interesantes, noticias de actualidad y mucho más. Y todo por Alfa 95.9 FM. La emisora de todos.
Meu galpão, sou monarca soberano, meu orgulho em ser serrano, pisador de geada fria, tomador de ventania.
New endless pan pizzas on Cece's Buffet. Fully loaded supreme and meat eater toppings. Starting at just $5.99, it's the best price for endless pan pizza. Cece's.
Na edição 85, Focus Brasil, o evento mais importante da comunidade imigrante brasileira. Doutora Lilian Alevato fala sobre a influência dos alimentos na qualidade do sono. Os Beatles, para os fãs, o sonho jamais acabou. Visto EB5, o mais procurado por investidores nos Estados Unidos. 8 anos de sucesso, distribuída gratuitamente nos Estados Unidos e Canadá. Acesse também a versão digital no nosso site, facebrasil.com e nas redes sociais. A revista mais lida pelos brasileiros na Flórida.
Welcome back to the Silver Spurs Arena. We are in halftime, just coming back out for the second half are the Orlando SeaWolves as they trail the Florida Tropics 4-3. Back and forth we went in this first half, and well, we've got a lot of goals to go through now. And once again, Austin David here with Ken Jackson. The first goal, Ricardinho, off a turnover from the SeaWolves, roofed it 2 minutes into the game, giving the roadside an early 1-0 lead. But then, Richard Schmerman, beautiful threaded through pass to Mike De Silva, as he nets his first MASL goal of his career.
Pounds it home with the left foot.
You take another look from behind the goal. Great ball from Schmerman.
Great touch.
Great touch, indeed. And then it was again the Orlando SeaWolves, this time Johnny Mendoza off the board, and De Silva bundles it home for his brace. So quite a game for him today.
Got to hand it to Mijatovic here. He does a great job of marking. It's just a better effort by De Silva there.
Again, as long as it goes in the back of the net, there are no such thing as own goals here in MASL. And here's a close call from Peter Sliwa as he holds that out of goal, just barely.
Yeah.
And then the penalty.
Off the back iron.
Was Luis Mota who committed the foul.
Right. Yeah. On that close call there by Sliwa, I mean,
the Tropics. Great finish there, just on the inside of the post. Originally thought it hit the glass, but it did not. Now Schmerman, he gets his back as he manages to thread one under the mitts of Hugo Silva.
That was more through the mitts than under. I mean, he puts, like I said, he got some good boot on this.
Yeah, it went right under. You got good hands on it, and then it just deflected and rolled through.
Enough on it to get through those hands.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, they call him the big lefty, and hat trick Rick. Zach Reggett, he got on his
turn and blast. Yeah. First of his two here.
Yeah, that got him off the schneid. I think once he saw the ball go in the back of the net, he started feeling it, and you'll see in just a moment. His second goal was a thing of beauty. Not on the SeaWolves side, though, but Reggett with the lefty blasts it home. quite a goal from the reigning MASL Rookie of the Year.
Nascimento just a touch late on getting over to mark up.
So that's where we stand, 4-3 in favor of the Tropics, as the Tropics have yet to come out of the locker room. Interesting. SeaWolves are out and they're ready to go, but well, the away side's not. They're just not here.
I don't think the traffic's that bad between the locker room and here. I don't know. Hey, oddly enough, when I could have.
So if they're not out in time, what happens?
You tell me. I don't know.
There they come.
Yeah.
Just in time. No warm-ups. You're just going right back out there.
Saving themselves for the second half. Oh. Hey, on the way into the locker room, I could have swore I saw Gordy Gerson in uniform. I know he's not active tonight, but
he's in his sweatsuit.
I could have swore I saw him in a jersey, in an orange jersey.
Could have been under a sweatsuit.
Either that or he has a Florida Tropics doppelganger.
It's hard to mistake the presence of Gordy Gerson.
Well, he's not. He hasn't gone with the frosted hair yet this year.
I don't know if he will.
Maybe that was just an Orlando thing.
He managed to convince a bunch of players as well to go ahead and do it with him.
I know there was Schmerman and there was one other. It was
Mario Alvarez. All right, so before we start the game, and this is second half, we're going to go ahead and send it down to Carly Ford, who's downstairs.
Well, Austin, I talked to Coach Kokalis after that half, and he said his team cannot play give and go. He said the Tropics have some strong offensive weapons like the Rookie of the Year, Zach Reggett, who has 2 goals in this game, and he said they have got to contain him and not allow him to score anymore.
And he's absolutely right. Can't give and go, can't give and take, can't go back and forth.
Well, Reggett he had space on those 2 goals to close the second quarter out, and he used it to perfection.
You can't give a guy like that who can finish like that.
A pure scorer, you cannot give an opening because he will take it. Crack the door open and he'll kick it down.
That's one way to put it. Down through Alvarez. Nice little turn, and that's a turnover.
Almost.
Right
wow.
back. Alvarez, counting his lucky stars, that didn't turn into anything.
Here, you take this. No, thank you.
Alvarez with a little pullback, gets it to Schmerman.
Be interesting to see if Orlando keeps with the defensive mindedness here, or if they just try to go out and sell to get that equalizer.
I think you have enough time that you don't need to start selling out. Fourth quarter with 5 minutes left. If they're still down 1, maybe we see a 6th attacker. Tapia, meanwhile.
Maybe not selling out, but just amping up the pressure a bit.
Yeah, Ricardinho with the ball. Luis Neal pressuring. Tavernisi playing it back. And that one's going to pop back for Silva. Da Silva knocking it back for him, and that one will come for Reggett. Reggett, great positioning on Nascimento. Zach pulling it. Threading it through. Ricardinho, heavy touch, but he maintains control.
Yeah, Reggett finally attracted the double team.
Oh, boy. A near post score for the Tropics, and they double the lead. They are now up 2. And I believe that might be Victor Perez again.
Well, we'll see here. We get the replay up now. Tall and skinny and right through, and I don't know if Peter Slee was screened off of that and didn't see it, because it wasn't that sharp of a strike.
It wasn't. It's a slow roller, and unfortunately beats Sliwa on the near post.
I do believe that was Pereira's. Tall drink of water.
It was Carvalho, actually. Excuse me, Ricardo Carvalho. So 5-3. And now if you're the SeaWolves, you got to start thinking a little bit more offensively.
Well, you can't score 2 goals at once. You got to get, there are no more 2-point goals in the
Silva heads it away. Stabbed through is O'Dane Sinclair playing it through. Goff chasing. Coming back for Alves. Tropics side, Mendoza Alvarez, now Goff, all the battles on the board. Daru playing through. Alves comes away with it. It's Sinclair still battling through on the boards. O'Dane trying to cut it back. He manages to keep possession. Alvarez, and it's right to Silva. And I mean right to him. Meanwhile, Claire on the run. Great header away by Naka. Alvarez back the other way. Again Alvarez, and again Silva.
I appreciate the look there because, you to put the biscuit in the basket, you first got to cook the biscuit, but I think that was a little quick trigger there.
Pereiras plays it back for Ruggles. Daru.
Well,
Back for Ruggles again. Threaded through Reggett. Good positioning on Naka. He'll play it back off the top of the board.
Reggett's garnering a lot of attention down there.
Again, since he's found the back of the net, he really just looks like a different type of player. He looks a bit more confident. Just seeing the ball go in the back of the net for strikers can do something to your mentality. You just realize that, wait, I can score goals.
Well, the game slows down and it feels easier.
As you could tell on that second goal, really just felt easy, too easy for him, in fact. Coming through is Sliwa, gets it off for Alvarez. Pressure coming. He's got numbers downfield if he can get there, but enough pressure came from the Tropics as now we've got a breakaway. De Silva, he's got Mendoza and 3 Tropics defenders.
2 on 4.
Shot is off the shoulder of Hugo Silva. It's going to be popped back, and a foul and a free kick coming for, I believe, Mike De Silva and the SeaWolves.
It's going Orlando's way.
Quick change for both sides. Or is it?
Well,
they pulled it up way back.
Far end referee signaled it this way. Well, I don't see much of a change in tactics for Florida. I tell you what, this is the start, exactly the start they needed in a one-goal game.
We see Kevin Naranjo, who's into the game now. Coming into the game, he was one of the leaders on the team in assists with 1. Leader nonetheless. Came in as a rookie last year, didn't get to play too much, kind of worked his way into the team. And he's back for a second year. Came in from a tryout down in Fort Lauderdale, in fact. Battling through is Kevin, gets it off for Schmerman. Those two connected for the goal 2 weeks ago. Eventually tied the game at 2. Now they need to tie the game at 5. 2 goals is what they're looking for.
And you can only get
Down
them one at a
for
time.
O'Dane. Sinclair.
Oh,
unlucky bounce, or
off
maybe
the board.
lucky. As that one falls right for Hugo Silva. Great box out by Rafa Alves, and he looks like he took a little bit of a hit as he kind of gingerly runs off the field.
Yeah, Naranjo's still out there. He had most of his play time in the second half last week as well, or 2 weeks ago.
Could be a strategy a little bit.
Oh, just fresh legs.
He is very fresh. Reggett holding up the ball. Nascimento pinning it, trying to hold it up, and he's garnering a huge amount of attention now. Naranjo, heavy touch, and that's going to be a turnover.
Maybe.
But he works well to win it back, almost, and O'Dane, he's off, and De Silva's on. Bit of frustration there. Oh, great play. Matt Clare roofs it. And now you start to see the Florida Tropics offense really hit their stride as they have opened up a 6-3 lead on the Orlando SeaWolves.
And look who it is on the pass. Here it is right here.
Yep, Zach Reggett.
Yep.
I mean, it was a great little
and like
play.
we said, he's garnering more and more attention.
That's what your job as a target forward is, to hold up the ball. And, well, Matt Clare scores goals. And he just had to run in on that one. It was a simple finish for him, and the defense has really let Orlando down in this second half. They've come out of the locker room flat.
Boy, it's a 4-0 run for Lakeland here over the last 10 minutes of game clock.
And now someone's just not out on the field.
Boy, it's one thing to get a penalty call and be a down on man, but to do it to yourself. All right, well. Like I said, now the comeback is 3 goals, but you can only do it one at a time.
Oh, another turnover, and there's just not enough players back on defense for the SeaWolves.
Wow.
And again, saved by Peter Sliwa, so they get away with that for now.
Yeah, DeSantos there on that strike.
DeSantos. Guilherme has played bits and pieces in this game. Oh, and that's
yeah, Schmerman.
He's got to calm down.
Yeah.
He's already got a yellow. Last thing he wants to do is get himself into a position where he gets another yellow, and that's an ejection. So you don't want to be want to be red carded.
Right, and then he'll be out for the road game.
Tavernisi off the boards.
Wow.
And that's a foul, and now Schmerman very upset.
Okay, Schmerman needs to get out of there.
It was Daru, I believe, who's on the floor.
Well, they've called it Orlando's way.
Yeah, that was a foul on Daru. He kind of stabbed his way in there and got Schmerman instead of the ball.
And then the wall got Daru.
Tavernisi helps up Daru, and it looks like he actually might have just pinched his finger on the wall. I think when he tried to break his fall, he jammed it a little bit, but he's staying out there. It's only a finger. Only a flesh wound, as they say.
Well, by rights, he's not supposed to use it, so.
Oh, and unfortunately for those folks in the box on the far side, I believe their food has just been ruined. Ball literally landed in their salad.
Yeah, some places make you pay extra for that.
Tapia now trying to play through. It's
wow. Look at you got 4 guys there, and then
somehow Pereiras comes away with it. Stabbed through by Goff.
Well,
Schmerman fires, and it's right to Silva.
Great dispossession there by Goff. Florida's looking for a call there, but that was clean. As a former defenseman myself, I can appreciate that one.
Through Claire again, garnering attention. Great turn, great fire, almost a second or a third. Come back for Claire again. Great save by Peter Sliwa. Wow, with the foot.
Well, he shot it onto Sliwa's foot.
Great job by Sliwa just to turn his foot out. If it had just been his toe, it could have rolled right over.
Yeah, the stat sheet will show it as a save, just like all the other ones.
And with that, we're going to have a timeout. 7:27 on the clock. Lots of work to come for the Orlando SeaWolves as they trail 6-3. It was a back-and-forth game in the first half. It's been all Tropics the second. We'll be back in just a moment here on MASL TV.
You ever experienced a tequila aged 7 years in an American oak barrel and finished off 1 year in a French oak barrel? Califino, treat yourself to the fino things in life. Use promo code FINO30 to get 30% off your entire order. Buy now on califinotequila.com.
Back here at the Silver Spurs Arena, SeaWolves trailing 6-3 to the visiting Florida Tropics. They have found their stride here late in the second, early in the third quarter. 4 unanswered now for the team from Lakeland.
Yeah, this is the opposite end of the spectrum of the start that Chris Kokalis wanted to the second half.
So Peter Sliwa actually only credited with 2 saves in this game thus far. Meanwhile, Hugo Silva also only credited with 2 somehow.
2 on a couple of those possessions alone.
Sliwa, it's going to be off the boards. Tavernisi almost follows that one up. Man-foot off the body of Sinclair and out of play. It'll be, I believe, off the yellow line right there on the sideline. So free kick set for the team in orange. Or we're going to switch balls.
Be interesting to see.
It's almost like when a pitcher switches balls. It's like, this doesn't feel right. Let's switch it up.
No. So is Florida going to keep up the pressure here? Oh, nice.
I would say yes. Ricardinho gets by Naka. Mijatovic follows it up. It's whiffed. Still dangerous. Sinclair now. He's got numbers forward. Naka on the far side. He looks for him. It's going to go off the wall, and that will remain with Naka. Popped up in the air, man foot. Sinclair and Mijatovic going after it. Tavernisi comes in with the high boot. And Tavernisi can't believe the call was made.
It looked like he put a hand to the face of Cruz there.
Well, I think it was a foot. Let's take another look.
Hand.
Here's the head. Yeah, just a little shove down after the high
a little bit of a boot to the shoulder there.
So Cruz has it. Play it back. Peter Sliwa now on the yellow line.
Atlanta just needs to put something together here. Just get the first of the three that they need, just to get Lakeland thinking.
You really need guys like Sinclair, Tapia, Alvarez, these guys that have proven themselves to be scorers to really step up and put the ball in the back of the net. Credit to Hugo Silva. He's done an excellent job so far this season. Only 2 games in, but I mean he's been impenetrable almost. Two goals from the SeaWolves last game, 3 goals this game. It doesn't happen very often when you're only averaging about 3 goals against. Plenty of time still, and that's a foul by Ruggles.
If my math is right, he's given up 5 goals in going on 100 minutes.
Yep. One of the better goals against averages
in this league, yes.
Season, yeah. As you see, Ruggles just taking down Tapia. So it'll be Neal and Schmerman to set this up.
Schmerman with the left foot, no.
Lays it off for Neal. Good idea. Neal, he's got it in between his legs. Reggett gets it away. Nobody back. Well, Tapia is now. And it's back for Peter Sliwa. Not great execution on that set piece. Probably would have been better off just going for just the general kick there. De Silva being manhandled by Alves. Neal with the right foot, and that one's a slow roller.
Not much on that one. Yeah.
Neal more of a lefty than a righty. Into the middle for Claire. He's wide open. Nobody pressuring him down. Mijatovic now for Ruggles. Drew Ruggles. Picking his head up. No rush at this point. No pressure. They're going to make the SeaWolves come to them. It's Claire over the top. Mijatovic heads it down. Great little piece of football there. And Sliwa manages to pick it up.
I was just about to say that Orlando is pressuring the midfield, and Florida responded by just going over it.
Well, here's a ball through. Lewis Neal unable to get to it. Tapia almost on the run. Silva is going to keep it in play. Tavernisi, and it's Nascimento managing to get it away for the moment.
How did that ball go in the rafters and not hit anything?
Luck. Luck is on the side. Ooh, that's
advantage
played.
They're going to give a continuation.
Tavernisi, and it's going to get stuck under the legs of Tavernisi, and we got a blue card coming. There was a number of challenges. The question is, who's going to get the blue card? I'm not 100% sure who's going to end up in the box.
The Orlando box the door's open. So
yeah, I know it's an Orlando player, and it looks like it's Schmerman again. That's a yellow and a blue for him.
You know, if that would be apropos if he was a foreigner, then he'd have a green card.
A
yellow and blue.
Oh man. That was a good one. That was a good one. Now that SeaWolves down 6-3 will have to survive for the next 2 minutes without Schmerman again for the second time this game. Ruggles. Shot, pammed away. Ruggles again, and it's Sliwa with the save. So it was Guilherme who took the free kick.
See, normally you would just be trying to clear this ball down the length of the floor, but
the longer that Sliwa holds it, it takes a few seconds off.
Yeah, but you're in a case where, like I said, you need that. You're down 3. You need 1.
So
this is not like 2 minutes, or you can just throw away these 2 minutes.
Mendoza is playing up top.
Although I'm sure Cocales would like to throw away this entire quarter.
Stabbed away by Nascimento. Mendoza
I mean,
for Nascimento. Here's Rafa, 1-on-4. He takes the shot and saved by Silva.
Well, that's all he had right there.
Not a bad, going for the shorty goal, and you do what you can at this point. You've got 45 seconds off the penalty clock. Now for Matt Clare. Teixeira. Now back. Here's the shot from Pereiras that goes over.
Yeah, see, Orlando's in a spot where they can't be too aggressive on this kill here because you're on the kill. But nonetheless, you know, you've got 18 minutes to equalize.
Popped up in the air. Ooh, a tough challenge there. It looks like it'll just be a free kick as Sinclair may have gotten the leg of Matt Clare. Let's take another quick look here. Quick turn and yeah, it's close. Would have been disastrous for another blue card. Under a minute to go in this penalty kill. Teixeira with it. SeaWolves have done so far so good. Pereiras back for Teixeira. Victor Guilherme. Back for Teixeira again. Swinging it around. Claire. Good ball off the boards. Guilherme will let it run.
Yeah. Looks like Orlando playing an active box here on the penalty kill.
Teixeira finds some space off the top of the boards.
Now see, that won't go into the books as a shot, will it?
Teixeira. Guilherme now. He'll pull it back. Cruz on him. It's going to be a foul. Just clipped Guilherme.
Oh, it looked like he just turtled over the ball.
Quickly taken. Claire head off by Nascimento. That really just went on the face. Open goal for the SeaWolves. Can they get it? Mendoza, just a heavy touch. Schmerman is out of the box. It was dangerous from Hugo Silva as the goal was wide open, but Naka could not convert on the opportunity. Just could not get the ball away in time.
Well,
Guilherme. Right for Tapia. Quick turnover. Cruz back for Tapia. Played back as Alvarez now with the ball. 2 minutes left in this third quarter, then 15 minutes left in the fourth. SeaWolves need to get something going. Could it be Alvarez? It's not. Tapia there to clean it up, but it's punched away by Silva. Silva incensed with his defense at this point, and that one's going to go out of play, so will it be a free kick or will it be a top of the box? Not sure where the ball was kicked out.
It was out of the zone.
Yeah, okay, just a quick free kick from there. Tapia holding up. Alvarez. Schmerman. Swing it back. Goff back into the game. Chipped through. Tapia. Right on it. Alves. Now Kevin Naranjo. He'll swing it over. Alvarez looks to cut it inside. Fakes the shot. Schmerman couldn't get it on his left, so he'll pass it off.
You see Schmerman light up that left foot, see if he can get some kind of rebound.
And again, the Tropics know to play his left foot. Turnover here. Manfoot. Close quarter dribbling by Antonio Manfoot. Great job there.
Oh,
and
wow.
A turnover by the SeaWolves. Ricardinho pulling it back. So quick on the ball is Ricardinho. He'll come right off, and Silva will have it. Here's Matt Clare on the ball.
Silva waving off Ruggles there.
Going down for Tavernisi. It's going to come off the boards. It's a chance. And that one's going to go up and over. They're going to say it took a deflection. Yep. No, it may have taken a deflection off Kevin's toe. Very close. I'm gonna give the referee the benefit of the doubt for this one. He was with the one with the better angle at this point.
Yeah.
So corner coming for the Tropics as they look to add on to their lead. 34 seconds to go. in this third quarter. Laid off. Claire off the top of the boards. So all the shots for the Tropics have either gone in or off the top of the boards. Not too many over the top like last game. They really just kept their shots down at this point. Tavernisi, good idea. Nobody making the run. Neal plays it through. Mijatovic tries the shot. Pops up into the rafters. Doesn't hit anything.
Again.
And this one hits off of Mike De Silva.
Yeah, all those good bounces.
Oh, they're going to call top of the box on that one? Okay.
He didn't clear that.
He didn't. It went off De Silva. It went out, it's a deflection off of De Silva.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one, but maybe they saw something we didn't. So it'll be Claire. He'll run up, fakes it. Ricardinho.
Another one off the plating.
Pereira's, I believe.
Yep.
So that will end it. Third quarter done and dusted.
Wow.
It was Carvalho, I believe, with the shot at the end.
Peter Sliwa is not happy with the official down that corner.
Yeah, I think that top of the box call made him very unhappy. And, well, Sliwa's going to have a chat. Not sure how this one will go, but Chris Kokalis calling his goalkeeper off. And, yeah, that's going to be a yellow card.
Okay.
So for the goalkeeper's sake, someone else will have to serve that 5 minutes. And, well, luckily you can choose who that will be. So at least I think that's how it works. Or they just put the 5 minutes on. Still quite not 100% with the rule.
What would the point of just putting 5 minutes up be if no one's going to serve it?
Well, someone's going to serve it. Someone has to serve the 5 minutes, I think.
That's good work if you can find it. I mean, you can commit penalties and get someone else to serve them. Well, the door is wide open.
It is wide open. Let's see if our sideline reporter, Carly Ford, she's down there. I see her. Hopefully she can figure out what exactly happened. She's over at the bench here.
Like she's right behind the penalty box. She may not know. She might find out the same time we do when they send somebody over. Luke Schwartz hasn't seen any game time tonight. Maybe you can just go ahead and send him.
He has not, but that doesn't mean he will be. I don't believe he's on the active roster tonight. He is. Yes, he is.
Okay. Yeah, they're motioning.
So teams will switch sides. Yep, and it will be. Good call, Ken. Luke Schwartz into the box.
Hey, I got one right.
So Schwartz will serve the 5-minute penalty for Sliwa since he's the goalkeeper. It'd be kind of cruel to make him serve the 5 minutes and have, well, some teams don't even have a backup goalkeeper on their roster, so it'd be kind of awkward in that instance.
Yeah.
So we get ready.
Maybe our first Ian Chacon signing. Because he's the only one he's the only other goalie that I see down on the bench area.
He is the only other active goalkeeper. We're back underway.
Wow. Yeah, Tabby just got blown up by Alvis.
Well, the ball's gone in the back of the net, but it won't count. SeaWolves will, however, have a free kick, and you see Alvis. I mean, he's a big, big body.
So you see set something up here off the set piece.
It's an opportunity for something. Let's see if they can capitalize on it. Tapia blasts one into the wall. Sinclair on the run. Now Tapia is going to be chased down. And again, constant pressure coming from this Florida Tropics. Their only pace really is just high. And it's if you can maintain that for a full 60-minute game, you're going to win a lot of them.
Well, Pereira just took, I'd hate to call it that was a dive.
I mean, for the Tropics' sake, they have so many pieces that they can just shift in. Like Carvalho, Reggett just came in. Alvis has shown his goal-scoring talents. You got Ruggles, who's gotten up forward.
Right.
Guillerme, Manfoot. You know, a lot of proven goal scorers in this league. That one's off the wall, but it will be a foul. I believe Tapia will be called for it.
Now you got, from our vantage point, I can't see who's down there in the corner. Is that Reggett?
That is. Zach Reggett down, but back up now. Take another look at the replay.
Up gingerly.
Oh, Sinclair came in through the back of him. Woof.
Well,
Sinclair has been that big physical body that you need, and he's been lucky to get away with some of them. Right off the top of the bar again.
And that almost went off of Sinclair back into the net.
Well, that's about 4 or 5 shots that the Tropics have had that have just gone right off the top of the glass, which is, by the way, new this year in this arena. Pressure coming again, and good composure from Peter Sliwa.
Right.
Eduardo Cruz, pressure coming. Tries to get it up, and you just see
Crazy thing is with
it's
all,
another level for the Tropics right now.
The crazy thing is with all that pressure, as soon as Orlando possesses the ball, you've got 5 guys behind the ball for the Tropics. Oh, we got top of the box here.
We do indeed. Schmerman with the opportunity, but I don't think they're going to let him have it. I'd give it to Cruz maybe. There you go. Blocked. And Mendoza will have it. Plays it all the way back for Peter Sliwa.
Well, possession is 9/10 of the law.
Mendoza now tries the shot. It's going to be bobbled. Eventually picked up by Silva.
Now that rather obese rebound almost turned into a big fat goal.
3-6, our score still. Played down.
The unfortunate thing is you look at the score. Look, Florida was not twice as good as Orlando thus far tonight.
You know what? We see Steven Deroux back into the game. Is that one's going to be in?
That's
yes.
in.
Antonio Manfoot off the inside of I believe the post, and well, that's 7-3 for the Tropics now.
5 unanswered for Lakeland tonight, or excuse me, Florida.
Florida Lakeland. I mean, they're the same team essentially. As you take another look, it's just out of the reach of Peter Sliwa.
Slow and sloppy on defense again. Like I said, it's just shocking to see this on defense after 2 weeks ago.
And this is not the kind of taste that you want to take into your next game, which, by the way, is 2 days from now. You're gonna have to simmer through this game on a flight up to Baltimore, where they play the Blast on Saturday night.
Yeah,
so the nice thing about playing
that's a
game,
tall order too. I mean,
the nice thing about that, the nice thing about that is you get over it pretty quick because you can't think about it for too long.
Yeah. Baltimore, a legacy franchise in this league, or in the various
just the general indoor soccer leagues. Won
Right.
multiple championships over their
right. The MISL, the PISL, the
ASL.
Yes.
The multiple iterations of the franchise still maintaining that Baltimore Blast legacy.
Right. In fact, I think they've been called the Blast in all of those too. I mean, you've got like St. Louis has gone. They've been the Steamers. They've been the Ambush. They've
gone through a number of names, but there
Right.
has been a franchise in St. Louis multiple generations at this point.
Right. I don't think it was Baltimore. I think it was last year. Coach Tom Traxler called the Milwaukee Wave. He called them the Cadillac franchise of the MASL. And I remember asking him, well, Tom, if they're a Cadillac, then we got a turnover possibly.
Naka gets in front. He shoots, and it's a great positioning by Hugo Silva. He knew the only angle that really Naka could take was on the inside, and he shut that down very quickly. Sinclair battling with Reggett.
Yeah.
This
Again,
has been a very good battle, too.
Yes, Reggett, like I said, getting a lot of attention now. So I asked Traxler if Milwaukee's a Cadillac, then what kind of car are the Orlando SeaWolves? And I never really did get a straight answer.
So Steven Deroux is back in. I think Carly Ford actually has a bit of story because he did hurt his hand. Carly, do you have anything for us on Steven Deroux?
Yes, Austin, I do. After that injury, he came out visibly in pain, just not only grabbing at those fingers, but his hand, his wrist. Now he has on his right hand his pointer finger, middle finger taped up, had some cushion in there. He's got that whole wrist in, but taped up. But he had to take time to sustain from that injury because he was just visibly in pain rolling around the floor. But it's good to see that he's okay and back out there.
Perfect. Thanks, Carly. And almost a dangerous opportunity for the Tropics and almost disaster again for the SeaWolves. Luckily, Peter Sliwa managed to grab the ball before anything turned too bad. It's Eduardo Cruz now, plays it up. Mike De Silva sitting on a hat trick right now. Maybe take a little bit of a look at a silver lining at this point. It's not impossible to come back for the SeaWolves, but I mean, they really need to just get something going offensively. They haven't really challenged Hugo Silva too much. A lot of the shots in the second half have been kind of right at him or just generally slow-moving ones. Naranjo find some space. Good idea by De Silva as he lays it off, but it's a bit too far for Kevin. And that's going to be a foul on Mike. Mike's upset about that, but I mean, that's a foul.
Yeah, as the seconds and minutes tick off here, it goes from being improbable to almost impossible for a comeback. But hey,
for the way this game has been playing, I think I'd agree with that.
Well, you have to break it down. You need 4 goals, one at a time, so you're going to need one every 2.5 minutes, as it stands right now.
I've seen crazier things happen in this league.
Well, there's only one way to eat an elephant. That's one bite at a time. So,
you and your analogies, Ken, man.
That's what you pay me for.
Oh, a good opportunity here for the SeaWolves. Tapia, Naranjo.
Cross the draw.
And it's Tapia to finish it off again. He misses.
Oh,
off the wall.
And here comes Lakeland in transition.
Manfoot now battling against Cruz, and Eduardo will be called for the foul.
Yeah,
so you go from one chance to the other. So now Manfoot and the Tropics will have a free kick.
Yeah. Manfoot was essentially erased there, but and
that's another goal. That's Matt Clare. Quickly taken by the Tropics, and well, they're starting to run away with things.
Yeah.
Quickly taken free kick, Clare right through the hands of Peter Sliwa, and he slaps the glass in frustration.
Yeah, Clare joining Reggett there in the brace club tonight.
Yeah, unfortunate for Peter. He hasn't had a bad game, and it's hard to say when you give 8 goals away, but you can probably say about 6 of those have not really been on him.
Well, he was a little hung out to dry there a little bit.
If you're Chris Kokalis, you want to see something, anything from your team at this point.
Yeah, well, let's do something positive here, something you can put on film and say, that's how it's supposed to work.
Sliwa will drive it off the wall. Mendoza tries to follow it up. Lopez battling with Ruggles, still with it. Goff tries the kind of semi-bike, and it's going to go out of play.
He was trying to chest that down, and he missed the first attempt. And
and he's come up limping. He came into this game with a bit of pain in his foot, and I think he just he's done for the day, unfortunately.
Oh.
And I think we might be seeing Luke Schwartz make an appearance. He's standing near the wall. We'll see. We'll see as we go here.
Yeah, well, the penalty that he served would be
away.
Yeah, Luke's got his hand on the latch there.
Could just be for other players that are coming in and out.
So he's
I know, and Schwartz,
he's the bellman then.
Could be. Schwartz wasn't up. He was not feeling great coming into this game, so might just be letting him rest a bit here. Yeah. Ruggles now playing it through as Sinclair manages to earn a free kick from Reggett.
Oh.
Eduardo Dane has looked a bit more, what's the right word, spry in this game. He's a bit more active, a bit more...
well, I mean, at this point here, he's looking for the magical headgear.
Alvarez now into the attack. Mendoza trying to hold it up. It's 4 defenders back.
Oh,
it's now Sinclair. Yeah. He tries to line it up, and it's going to... I mean, there's no one in the box for the SeaWolves. Cruz stabs it away, and he'll blast. I mean... Yeah, just miss-hit that one.
Yeah, he sent that one halfway to St. Cloud.
Yeah. And with that, I think we're going to have a timeout, the last one, or at least general timeouts, unless another team calls it. Well, it's 8-3 in favor of the Florida Tropics. The team from Lakeland taking it to the team from Orlando. We'll take a break. We'll be back here on MASL TV. 7:58 left to go in the game.
Hey everyone, it's Dr. Brett Chance from Chance Chiropractic Rehab and Wellness, and we are the Orlando SeaWolves official team chiropractor. We specialize in a whole body approach to rehab and wellness. Our treatment is based around chiropractic care, rehab, exercise, and nutrition. Our goal is to get and keep you out of pain. For more information, you can visit us on Instagram at Winter Park Chiro or check out our website, winterparkchiro.com.
Back here with just under 8 minutes to go in this game. It's 8-3 in favor of the Florida Tropics. And in Clay Roberts' return on the bench, it seems like his team has really just kind of come alive in the attacking half. This half alone, it has been just really, really offensive-minded.
Well, 4-0 late to the Tropics in this half.
Popped down. Alvarez almost takes a head to the glass.
I think he did.
And Nascimento's down. I think he saved himself just by a millimeter. Schmerman looking for an angle. He'll find Mota, a.k.a. Naka. He's got Naka on his jersey. He had Mota last year. Said it earlier in the broadcast. The one request he had for his jersey is changing his name to Naka.
On every team I played on, I was just happy just to have a jersey. Lucky to not have my stuff sitting outside the locker room.
De Silva down the load. And it's almost spilled by Silva. Naka just right on top of him. Back here. Tropics man foot off the boards and right into the hands of Sliwa. Naka threads it through for De Silva. Nobody running forward. Here's Naka, and it's going to be taken by Silva.
No angle there. It amazes me still, Florida up 5.
I mean, Orlando just does not have enough players running forward. It doesn't seem like they've got much going on. Naka, shot, goal!
Why not?
As I say it, Luis Mota, a.k.a. Naka. He pulls one back for the SeaWolves. That is their first goal of the second half, and that was just an abysmal turnover by the Florida Tropics.
Yeah, it's their first goal
One of their few errors in this second half, by the way.
Yeah, it's their first tally since the Schmerman blast early in the second quarter.
It has been a long time coming for Orlando as they've really, really just not had anything going offensively, and finally they get something.
I'm trying to do the math here. 6.5 divided by 4. Yeah.
Ball's played through Tavernisi. Alves is now intercepted, headed away by Nascimento. It's all the way back now.
Machado just kind of slowing things down, just trying to work the clock here.
I believe we might have a top of the box scenario.
Yeah, Sinclair headed it out. He tried to head it out, and he quite literally headed it out.
Well, now Orlando will have to defend. It's a 4-goal game with 6 minutes to go. Not impossible.
Let's see, 6. So you're looking at you need 1 every minute and a half,
roughly. May blast one into the wall. Opportunity to counter. 3 players going forward for the SeaWolves. Dodo gets it off. It's Lewis Neal one-on-one with the keeper, and it's going to be squiffed. I think that was Matt Clare who got back.
Got a piece and sent it into the wall. Yeah.
Lewis Neal not necessarily known as a goal scorer.
Meanwhile, down the other end.
It's Tavernisi. He's down there battling against Sinclair. Great job by Lopez on that play. Just Neal
could not find the finisher. Yeah. Well. I mean, I hate to say it, but you got 7 goals in what's going on 2 games. That's, for the most part, that's not going to be enough firepower.
Again, you're going against potentially one of the better teams in MASL this season,
Well, on paper, they haven't
On
proven
paper.
they haven't proved a whole lot yet. I mean, it's a collection right now. Sinclair looks like he's in pain coming
He
off.
took a bit of a shot there at the other end. The minutes trickle down. 4 goals left to go. Schmerman. Daru falls down. Schmerman blasts one over the top, and that one.
Yeah. Well, if
He was just on his back foot when he shot that one.
He could have found the target. That would have been one in a minute and a half. Yeah.
You see Hugo Silva just taking a nice drink of water.
Uh-oh.
Oh, here's a turnover.
Oh.
So Mario Alvarez, who comes away with it. Mike
Played.
De Silva plays it for Alvarez. Johnny Mendoza running forward. 1-on-4 is now for the SeaWolves. Pinned against the wall. 1-on-2. Tavernisi comes away with it. Cruz, meanwhile, he manages to settle things down.
Cruz kind of a free safety back there is the last line in front of Sliwa.
SeaWolves moving things around.
It just amazing. Like I said,
Ruggles now battling. Silva boots it way downfield.
See if that'll bounce over.
It
There you
will.
go.
Quickly taken. Under 4 to go. SeaWolves need to start just pushing forward. I wonder when is. Well, it doesn't look like the SeaWolves have anyone ready for a 6th attacker bid.
I don't. Down.
I mean, at this point, what do you have to lose?
This is true. Yeah, just give up another goal.
And here comes Ruggles. Great pass for almost Daru, but O'Dane Sinclair bats it away. And that's blasted over top by Daru. And head and hands moment for Steven Daru.
Yeah, I mean, we're inside of the goal a minute spot here.
Quick switch for both teams. 3:32, 8-4. Put 1 or 2 back, you make it a respectable score. You give yourself an opportunity with the last 2 minutes to make something happen. At this rate, doesn't look like it though. Again, the SeaWolves' only goal this half was off a giveaway immediately in front of goal. Anything else in the run of play has been pretty much snuffed out by this Florida Tropics defense and this constant pressure. I mean, Zach Reggett has been everywhere tonight. Yeah, 2 goals, the constant pressure on Peter Sliwa.
Right, for a team that plays forward so well, it just amazes me that when they get back on defense, how quickly they can get 5 behind the ball again.
And that's the mark of a good team, is when you push numbers forward, you can get them back, like I said earlier in the broadcast. And that one turned over. Reggett battles through, and that's Neal with a foul.
Yeah.
Again, Zach Reggett has just found his form. And in-form Zach Reggett is one of the more dangerous things in MASL right now. And with Gordy Gerson out for at least the next game, him being on form is going to help your team immensely, especially against the Cadillac of MASL franchises, the Milwaukee Wave, on Sunday. Or on Saturday, I believe.
I thought you said it was Baltimore. Oh.
Baltimore for Orlando.
Oh, okay.
But for the Tropics, their next game is against Milwaukee. That's a challenge. And it is a blue card, the first for the Tropics, and immediately into the box. It's Teixeira. Naka seems to just get. Looks like he got just twisted his knee a bit.
Or may have been a knee on a knee.
No, he put his leg up, and it was Teixeira that ran into Naka's leg. .231 and a man advantage to pull one back. Could be just what the doctor ordered for the SeaWolves.
Well, it's a good opportunity to work on your special teams here, work on your power play.
It's a 1-2-1 formation coming from the Tropics. Cruz blocked by Daru, and Daru is going to be dispossessed. Schmerman. Cruz. Tapia. Schmerman. Cruz. He's got Alvarez.
Right.
Top of the box now.
Right.
They got to get something moving. I mean, this is just anemic offense right now.
Yeah, Florida playing
Schmerman, Cruz tries the shot. Comes for Alvarez. He tries the shot. It's blocked. And they'll swing it around again. This one comes all the way back. I mean,
they killed off the first minute of the
yeah, and there's only a minute
play.
30 left in the game.
Yeah, like I said, Florida playing a passive box here, and
at this point, SeaWolves just need to take a shot.
Well,
there it is.
Well, they're trying to work it.
Schmerman off the boards.
Sinclair's playing he's the one in the box and one. They're trying to work. They're trying to get the edges of the Florida penalty kill box off to one end so they get it into them.
Schmerman, Cruz, Alvarez. Just too slow, and that's it's a nice opportunity for Sinclair. Just headed it over
that's
the
what
bar.
they were working. Like I said, he's the dot in the middle of the box.
Thrown down by Silva. Oh my goodness, we've done it again. Hugo Silva has hit the
light bank. Yeah.
No, he hit the board.
I thought it was
he hit that.
Oh, I'm looking at the light bank is shaking right now. So
it hit the light bank, which hit into the board.
Okay.
Schmerman, Alvarez popped back. Cruz.
26-25 left on the final line.
Schmerman again for Alvarez. Take a shot off the boards. Mijatovic back for Schmerman. He cuts it back. Cruz shot blocked again. Alves. And that one's cleared downfield. That will most likely see out not only the power play, but the game. The game has been well and truly done at this point. Schmerman for Cruz. Tapia.
And Teixeira's out.
There it is.
Now
that's what they've been looking for. Just as Teixeira comes out, it's O'Dane Sinclair with his first SeaWolves goal. So they pulled one back with 30 seconds to go. Not as bad as it may have seemed at this point. But it's still going to go into the loss column, and not the greatest of starts for the SeaWolves in this season, as they will fall to 0-2. Meanwhile, the Tropics, they will move to 2-0. Both teams playing on Saturday. Sinclair blasting that one home. 26 seconds and counting, and well, it's not over yet. You never know what can happen in 20 seconds. Up for Ruggles. That might just see it out. I think they'll, I don't know if they try and score another goal. They do, and it will be Guilherme inside of the wall. Claire will see this one out, and that will do it. Well, what started as a very contentious affair, soon after the second half was over and from the first half to the second half, it got a bit dicey for the SeaWolves.
I would transcend dicey and go straight to I don't know what the opposite of spicy would be. It was very bland for them in the
it's a lot to work on. They will definitely.
Well, this was a team late in the second quarter. I mean, this is the team that had a 3-2 lead that quickly by the late part of the third quarter turned into an 8-3 deficit. So.
Well, Chris Kokalis will have some work to do on the flight to Baltimore tomorrow. So we'll see what changes he can make with his team. And unfortunately, it did not go their way tonight, but fortunately, I guess for them, it is a very, very quick turnaround as they will now head to the Baltimore Blast to play them on Saturday. That game is set to kick off, by the way, at 6:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at the CQ Arena in Towson, Maryland. You can tune into that one on MASL TV. So before we sign off, I believe we have some highlights ready to go. So let's take a look at the goals. So you see that one was, I believe, in the second half.
I believe that was Pereira's from the one that tied it at 2.
There's Manfoot with the sneaky goal that went over the line. These are all the goals in the second half, by the way. So that one made it 6-4. Then Reggett with the nice little layoff to Matt Clare, who finished into the top corner of the net. So you take another look at that one. Nothing Peter Sliwa really could have done. There's no one tracking Claire's run into the box.
And now without Go-Go Gadget arms.
There's Manfoot's goal again. Just unfortunate, sneaking right off the wall and in. Again, Sliwa trying to make it there, but not able to. Meanwhile, it was Claire again. And that made it his brace. See, celebrates with the hotline bling. Then Mijatovic. Just a really poor turnover. Luis Mota right through the legs of Hugo Silva to make it 7-5. So you see another quick angle. Right through the legs, and that one was the only goal the SeaWolves scored in the second half.
Well, Sinclair,
forgot about O'Dane Sinclair, the blast that he had right at the end of the game. That was a frustration blast, to say the least.
Right at the tail end of that power play.
So that made it 8-5.
Well,
that was the final score.
There's a silver lining there. If you want to call that a power play goal, Orlando's 1 for 2 on the power play this year. Excuse me, 1 for 3, sorry.
Was it considered a power play goal because the box was open by that time, was it not?
Let's put it this way. I was watching as Teixeira was coming out of the box as the goal was scored, so I didn't see the goal. I was watching Teixeira coming out of the box.
Fair enough. Well, unfortunate for you, Ken. Not the greatest of debuts in the broadcast booth for you.
Oh, they're going to send a limo for me and send me elsewhere next time.
Might have to get Brian Ackley back on. He's sitting over there, you know. Well, with that, just kidding, Ken. We're going to call it a night for our sideline reporter, Carly Ford, and for the aforementioned Ken Jackson. My name's Austin David. Thank you for tuning in to another broadcast here on MASL TV as the Florida Tropics come into Kissimmee and pull out an 8-5 win over the Orlando SeaWolves. And Tropics 2-0, SeaWolves 0-2. Both teams play on Saturday. You can tune into both of those games on MASL TV as the SeaWolves take on the Baltimore Blast, 6:05 p.m. And with that, thanks to all for watching. Thanks to our production crew at Simple Thought Productions. With that, we're out. Have a great night, everyone.